Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel and blog. I'm Jenny Hall. Thanks for joining me for another Scrapbook Sunday. Today it's on Saturday because of a scheduling conflict, so be sure not to miss my channel's updates for the latest videos. Today I'm creating a scrapbook page with the brand new Christmas Quilt bundle. Christmas Quilt stamp set is great for Christmas cards, but also for any kind of a year-round all-occasion project. I'm creating the look of a quilt top, and I'm matting down my photographs of my little sweethearts with the blanket stitch stamp. That's a mouthful, sorry. And I'm going to use a piece of 12 by 12 Whisper White as my base for my page. This very large star image that has the little stitch marks on it is being stamped in smoky slate ink to give it a very light look. I want to give the look of a kind of a tone-on-tone quilt top, and this is going to cover the entire scrapbook page. Even though there will be some items placed on top, I feel that it's just easier for me to have it completely stamped so that I know that everything is already taken care of. I hope that makes sense. In my brain it made sense. So I'm only going to be filling in the colors on two of the motifs. I really like how these stamps are used, but I would suggest that you definitely first get used to the stamps and how they are placed on the motif before you start any project. I took a moment to do that myself, and I'm very happy that I did, because the offset diamonds definitely only stamp in certain places of the motif, and it's good to get to know what color combinations you would like to have as well. I'm stamping off all of the generations of ink on the two different motifs that I'm putting on my page because I want there to be a well-loved and weathered look to the image of the quilt. This is something that would occur in my household. We have to wash a lot of blankets because we have little boys, and little boys are not always the cleanest, as you all know. So I wanted to carry that look and not have some jump off the page colors that were not going to be appropriate for the type of theme. That little bag is something that Nathaniel really wanted me to have at the moment. This die set is amazing. I really hope that you all try it. And remember that it's 10% off in my online store. I'd appreciate your support if you'd like to purchase from me. There's a needle and a spool that we can use on our projects. Isn't that great? So what I've done is I have die cut 2 spools so that I could make sure it's really stable, and I placed a glue dot between them, and I'm using some black and white baker's twine that's attached also with another mini glue dot, and I'm just winding some on this paper spool. I want it to look like there's enough on the spool, but without having it kind of bulge away from the paper to a point of it being like not a natural look. Another glue dot's going to hold that in place. This is lots of glue dots going on today, and I am going to add my my memory keeping portion by grabbing a couple of scraps from some cardstock packs. So I have a strip that was already this size. It's the full 11 inches long, and I've added a Whisper White underneath that, and I grabbed another scrap that was 11 inches long, and I decided to hand write because I don't know, I just thought that it would be more appropriate to do the memory recording part by hand. and I've handwritten our family is stitched together with love. And then I abbreviate established by writing EST period and put 2009 because my husband and I were married in 2009. So this is all going to be attached together as one unit, and I want to give the feeling of the stitches right here where the words are written. So I'm attaching that spool and the wonderful little needle that is in this set of dies. This is so clever of Stampin' Up! To create a spool and a needle to go along with these dies. I'm so pleased and happy with this bundle. It's going to appear all over the place, so I'm warning you guys. Be on the lookout. I'm going to make lots of projects with this. Snail adhesive is going to adhere down my pictures because I want to not have there be too much bulk. And the second photo is going to be raised up so that it can kind of lay over it. The history on this is that when, of course, the boys are much younger in this photo, and this is from our backyard in the turn of fall, and they're nice and warm in their little sweaters. And I think Nate was about a year old here. And it's always been photos that I'm fond of. And of course the boys are not looking at each other because they don't do a lot of eye contact. Having autism is one of the side effects is that they don't make much eye contact with anybody else. So it looks a little more natural with them being back to back and not looking at me or the camera. So that's a little bit of insight as to the photos that are in this page today. And I wanted to bring another needle together. I've got two boys, so I've got another needle that is liquid glue, the mini glue dots underneath the raised portion of that photo. And I hope the boys don't yank it off the page. I don't think they will. I keep my scrapbook pages in the clear page protectors, and those are sold in my online store as well. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this wonderful scrapbook page. I'm so happy to be able to share it with you and share the wonderful memories that come along with it. I hope that you like this video and that you will subscribe to my page and consider shopping with me on my online store. You can get to my store by visiting my blog at jennystampsup.com and look for the big words that say shop now. I do appreciate your support. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you in the next video.
Thanks for watching the video. Have a good day!